After an 8-month delay, Far Cry 6 is here for all of us to play, and although the game doesn't do much to change the gameplay formula that was introduced in Far Cry 3, I still find myself having a lot of good fun with the game. Far Cry 6 is set on the fictional tropical island of Yara. The map is massive with many different regions to explore, and numerous ways to explore it like driving a car, flying a plane, or a helicopter, and even a horse, which is a new addition to Far Cry. The graphics are really nice in this title. I think they're at their best in the sunrise and sunsets with the sun reflecting on the barrel of my gun. Far Cry 6's game world has a great setting, and I think Ubisoft did a great job in creating an immersive world. Far Cry has always been an open-world first-person shooter, and Far Cry 6 certainly doesn't change that. In fact, Far Cry 6 doesn't do much to change the gameplay formula that I've been playing since Far Cry 3. If you're a long-time fan of the series, you'll know what to expect. You have a new island to explore, a new story to play through, and outposts to take out.
It's okay.
Although Far Cry 6 might not change much, I still find myself having a hell of a good time. To me, this game's gameplay feels like Far Cry, but with all the chains loosened to let you rain down hell on your enemies, with the new Supremo backpacks and the wide variety of weapons this game has to offer. Far Cry has always been about taking someone down in a high position of power, and in Far Cry 6, you're taking down the ruthless dictator Anton Castillo, who was played by Giancarlo Esposito, who was most known for his roles in Breaking Bad and Star Wars The Mandalorian. I think Giancarlo plays his role very well. However, I think Far Cry 6 has a strong protagonist. You play as Danny Rojas, an orphan and a trained military fighter who was caught up in freeing Yara from his dictatorship. Far Cry 6 is not the first game to have a voice protagonist, but they mainly just have a small background story to motivate them into hunting down the more interesting villain. But with Far Cry 6, I found myself caring for Danny much more than I would with any other Far Cry protagonist. Far Cry 6 is a long game. It takes about 30 to 35 hours to beat the story, but luckily it didn't drag itself out, and the story wrapped itself up when it needed to. Overall, Far Cry 6 is fun, but it doesn't try many new things. I can recommend it to people who are longtime fans of the series, or those just looking for a fun title. My final verdict for Far Cry 6 is a 7 out of 10. Thanks for watching.